that you picked up.
You said you
out in the
loved
hills.
it. He went out in the hills all the time.
Yeah, okay. And there's lots of stories about going out in the hills.
Yeah.
But this particular time, I was on my way back into town, towards town, and I came around this curve, and this young black girl was walking right next to the road, and it was a long ways out in the hills, about where that big peak is out there. And
Like, can I ask a question?
sure.
Like where Dr. Nordstrom, that big hill, or
Yeah,
like that area?
Yeah,
okay.
that area.
Okay.
But further out.
Okay.
Anyway, here's this black girl walking along. There was a house out there, a fancy house up on the ledge, and it probably was only 2 or 3 miles out to that house. At that time, that was the only building out there, and I knew somebody lived there, but what the hell, you know. And here's this young black girl walking alongside the road, about even with that house. And my brain snapped to, and I thought that she was carrying a jar, one of those 1-gallon jars.
Yeah,
Like a pickle
a
jar
big one
thing.
kind of.
And it was filled with coins. And I slowed down, and I realized that she must have come down from that house up on the hill. So I stopped and I said, do you need a ride into town? Oh, yes, sir, yes, sir. I'd like to have a ride. And by then I was out of the vehicle, out of the pickup, and she held this gallon jar, and it was 2/3 of the way full of coins. Get back in, we're heading back in the town, and I don't remember all the details. I probably asked her, how far do you live from where we get back to town? And stuff like that. And she I commented on I said, where did you get that jug with the money in it, the coins? And she held it up proudly, and she said, there's $50 here. And I looked at it, and it looked like mainly pennies. And nickels and dimes, and not many quarters or anything.
Yeah.
And I just made no comment. And she held it and shook it at me. And I said, do you think there's $50 here? And I said, well, I don't know, young lady, whether there is or not. And
About that time, you got to thinking, what if your patients
yes,
see you riding around?
I'm riding around with this black girl
With a bucket of money.
with a goddamn jug of money, you know.
That could be taken wrong.
And I'm beginning to think ahead because pretty soon we're going to be up on the pavement. And how the hell? I just told her. I said,
You brought her by the house.
yeah. I said, we're going to run by my house for a minute. And she said, what are we doing that for? And I said, just hush up. We're going to go by the house and see my wife. And as we approached the house, everything's quiet, you know. And she kept wanting to know if I thought there was really $50, you know. And I said, I don't know, little girl, whether there's 50 or not. turned onto the main drive, and I said, we're going to run by my house. And she said, what are we going there for? And I said, never mind what we're doing anything for. We're going to go by my house, and you stay in the vehicle, and I'll run in the house, and then we'll take you wherever you want.
You wanted some coffee.
And I said I wanted a cup of coffee too. Yeah. And so I pulled into the drive, and by now, you know, I'm kind of trying to hide with traffic going by, and me with this black girl. And I said, I'll be right back. You just wait right here. I went in and said, Norma, I need a cup of coffee.
You said, I need 2 cups.
I need 2 cups. That's right. I needed 2 cups. And she looked at me funny, but she gets the 2 cups. And I said, there's a black girl out there in the car. And I want you with us. And she said, well, I'm not surprised.
And I wasn't either. He did stuff like that. And I wasn't surprised.
And she came out, 2 cups of coffee. Meantime, I'm getting back in the vehicle. And this little black girl says, hey man, that's Norma. and I looked at her, you know, and I said, yeah. And she said, man, that's Norma. That's Norma.
A patient of ours in a long time
Isn't that
ago.
something?
Wow.
And she
Real
knew
sweet.
Norma. She didn't know me. From
Says, hi,
I
Norma.
remember I was nice to her. 'Cause she
Oh,
was a little black, little teeny girl.
oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
that's really all there is to it.
And she said, is this $50? And I said, no way.
Yeah.
I told her it's not. I said, you got took, whatever you did.
Hey,
And
there's,
that's when you asked her if she knew Dorothy,
Yeah.
the maid.
yeah.
And boy, she got really
Oh,
weird.
is she the one then that said she's Dade?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she dated.
And that really startled me, you know.
yeah.
I was just trying to make some conversation with her on the way to get Norma so we could take her somewhere. Because I wasn't about to take her anymore.
Yeah.
And
She knew Dorothy was
she
dead.
knew. Did you ask her if she knew Dorothy?
You did.
I did.
Yeah.
We were taking her south of town, and we didn't know where.
Yeah.
Pretty close to her house.
Yeah. Right.
And you said, do you know Dorothy Bennett?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she did.
She's Dade.
And then Avon started questioning her, and she shut up, boy.
She wouldn't talk
That was
anymore.
it.
Yeah, there was something she knew. Wow.
And we took her where she lived, finally figured out where it was. She's dead, and by God, she was dead.